What's the girl equivalent of a nice guy? I've met girls with the same traits as the nice guy. They're always there for you if you need to talk, doing nice things for you when you don't ask, and generally trying too hard to appeal to the guy without trying to connect with them. Then they get mad if you're not into them or you happen to be into someone else. Fake friends who have ulterior motives have no gender. I'm the opposite. I'm always there for you. I'm doing as much nice things as I can. I'm not a nice person, so can't do so much. And then I'm completely shocked when the guy is into me because I actually just wanted a friend. I really wanted to date girl A for a year. She wanted to just be friends. I'm now dating girl B. Girl A finds out. Girl A likes me now. Sucks for girl A. This exact thing happened with my boyfriend at the start of our relationship. He seemed to think it was a coincidence that she put him off for years, and then the second he gets a girlfriend she decides she likes him. Actually, I was this. I still became friends with guys in the hopes that they would see how amazing I was after a while and choose to date me. My lowest point was helping a guy fix things with his girlfriend in the hope he would see how nice I was and choose me instead. I guess I never really became angry or had the belief that they should date me because I'm so nice. It was more like hopeful scheming. I applaud your honesty. Nice girls exist. I have this girl at the cat shelter I volunteer at that makes really crappy jokes, doesn't do any work, and tries to get my attention. She just follows me around, making crappy commentary while I'm feeding and cleaning the cages. Joke's on her though. Nothing turns me off more than laziness. What I find disgusting here is that she's surrounded by shelter cats and is not paying a bit of attention to them. Unless you're cat, then that definitely changes things. So the defining feature of a nice guy is that he feels entitled to women, right? Claims that women want buttholes and people won't date him because he's too nice. In that case, I think the I'm not like other girls, I'm just one of the guys girl is the closest equivalent. Very similar to Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me, as another commenter noted. Shoots on other girls for wearing makeup and short skirts and having stereotypically feminine interests. Probably calls her guy friends GFS shallow W because they like shopping and parties. Thinks he should be with her instead because she swears and plays video games and laughs at dirty jokes. Posts online about how guys don't like her because they only want to date stupid hot girls, not real girls like her. There was this girl I didn't know too well, invited her to go out with my friends and I spent a good portion of the time ragging on me for wearing feminine clothes and high heels and talking about how she was a cool girl for wearing a t-shirt and tennis shoes. Ugh. The girl who can't believe she's single but there are no good guys out there. Bonus points if she says men are intimidated by her. The men are dogs girls. Talks about how wonderful being in a relationship is. Talks about how great being single is. Talks about how she will be single forever because it's so good. Talks about wanting a relation so bad. Repeat for 5 years. Till I'm a nice girl. Time to cut off my penis. I once saw a post somewhere that says, why do guys go for S and not good girls like me? Key difference was that she was almost expecting some cosmic award for being modest, and the guy defied fate by preferring an experienced woman. Still, essentially acted like she was entitled to him for being nice and good. I don't get why people assume nice and good is everything. My partner and I are both pretty mean. That's why we work. We're the same kind of mean. The nice girl, that one B that comes to your desk out of nowhere, being all friendly and flirty, asking you to give her whatever she wants or even do her work for her. If you refuse, she drops her pleasant facade, rolls eyes on your incompetence and fricks off complaining. Straight girls who go to gay clubs cos OMG it's so nice to not have to bother about being hit on by guys. But then after half an hour and 2 vodka sodas they're bored cos no men are hitting on them. Bonus points if they try and make friends with a gay guy because OMG I've always wanted a gay BFF. If they start hitting on the gay boys, if they make out with their straight girl BFF or say well I might as well try and kiss a lesbian. Do not do that. I will read the signals wrong and try and get all homoactive with you. You will not like it, and I'm not here just for some gay tourism cause you're bored. I've known several girls who have complained that guys go for looks, girls go for personality. It's pretty much the same mentality. The nice guy is one who complains that girls go for jerks instead of a guy who is really nice and caring. Likewise, the girls who complain that guys go for looks, girls go for personality are usually complaining that some guy they like went for some other girl that they perceive as prettier, solely because of her looks. Women who complain that men don't like them because they are driven and have a good job and men are intimidated by intelligent women fall into the same category. The girl that thinks other women act or dress too and that's why nice girls like her can't find anyone. Me in high school, being super attentive, nice, complimenting my target and being super upset when they weren't freaking enthralled by my obviously superior understanding of their every move. God, I was an idiot. Come to honest guys so you can relive your high school years all over again through somebody else. Pretty much Meghan Trainor. I have this lengthy list of must-have traits for a BF. I hate and resent girls who are more successful than me at attracting men. I blame anyone but myself for my failings. While you were out hoeing around, I studied the forbidden arts of real femininity. TM. A fat female friend they never date, but used to do their laundry etc. Source, was a fat female friend who loved a guy and did his laundry all the time. Worked out, married his butt, still doing his freaking laundry. If a nice guy is a guy who can't believe he's single because he's so nice, but isn't genuinely, just wants to be laid nice with an ulterior motive, then the girl version is the same with looks. Can't believe she's still single when she looks as good as she does. Puts so much effort into her facade, her wardrobe, her image, but does nothing for her personality or inner beauty. I don't want to shame beautiful girls, girls who wear a lot of makeup or who look fly any given day of the week. Just as I think there are genuinely nice guys out there who will jumpstart your car or lend you their notes without the hope of getting some. It boils down to authenticity and entitlement. If you're a genuine and substantive person, you're doing it right. I once ate a whole fish. I assume this question is targeting guys, but as a girl, I think the girl's version of nice guy is being a strong, independent woman. The women who tend to say things like this are usually the type who, actually, are not strong or independent at all. They are more emotional, sensitive, entitled. Maybe they're the type to call themselves blunt too. There's a difference between being blunt and being bitchy. It's also a very ironic thing to say. If you are independent, you don't need to tell people you are independent. Independent people don't need validation from others. When someone is independent, this is usually a mutually agreed upon trait between the person and everyone else who sees them. By going around calling yourself an independent woman, you're trying to manipulate people into agreeing with you. Whoa, she really is independent. You go, girl. But a truly independent person, by definition, would not need to do this. They do not need to have all eyes on them, or to manipulate people to think a certain way about them. It's sort of like that one guy in the crowd who shows up to a restaurant with friends and has to announce that he's not having any bread. No bread for me. Thanks, as if to trigger a response of "Oh, this guy, so healthy. Wow, just wow." It is attention-seeking behavior. Women who go around announcing their alleged strength and independence, they are engaging in the same type of attention-seeking behavior that a truly strong, independent person would not seek. You know how on Facebook there's that little mini bio thing that people have now? One of my previous roommates put "I'm a caring, loving girl blah 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 who is a strong, independent woman," and then when you look at her timeline, or whatever the cool kids call it these days, it's nothing but memes with inspirational relationship quotes on them. When she broke up with her boyfriend, my feed was littered with photos of her crying, status updates about how much of a dong and terrible person he is, how sad she is that she's single, that she thought he was going to propose to her, and then finally telling people to stop talking crap about her ex because she's talked it over with him. People who actually inhibit strong qualities typically don't even realize they have those qualities until their peers point them out, like being independent or a strong leader or an overall positive person. That's what makes those qualities so great. I've always thought that girls won't date me because I'm too nice and they want buttholes bears a striking resemblance to guys won't date me because I'm too smart and they want dumb girls. I think it's the cool girl, that gets along with the guys and can say frick and constantly sees herself as different from all the other guys go after. But lots of times they're actually not cool at all and get all pissy if you don't give them accolades for being so cool. The one who expects to get admired for avoiding the party and dating scenes. She also expects you to listen to her ramble endlessly about her obsessions with Disney movies and the memes she retweets. I hate to break it to you, but what people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. It hits hard, Morty, then it slowly fades, leaving you stranded in a failing marriage. I did it. Your parents are going to do it. Break the cycle, Morty. Rise above. Focus on science. I don't think this fits the question, but I went on a date with this girl from Tinder once. I went to Sonic with her and she started talking about introducing me to her parents. How we'd tell our kids our first date is Sonic, what the frick. She talked about it throughout the entire date with endless depth on compliments to me. I think one of my high school friends fits that bill. Her personality changed entirely around other men. She became completely deferential, wouldn't say anything challenging or make any off-color jokes. Her boyfriends always had to do everything for her because she was such a useless girl. And that was totally opposite of her single personality. I have since lost touch with her because she got married, and after a few years I realized I was never going to meet the person I loved so much again. The girl who blogs about how she's so ready to be in a relationship but all the guys around her are immature and uncommitted. Source: I used to be a nice girl. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.